Well, hey, Paul, you too. Thank you so much. We'll get going here in just a moment. David, did you hear about the tailor who shredded all the neckwear? His company severed all ties. Yes. I like it. My students say, hi, hey, Tara. See if you would start doing a recess forecast. That's a really good idea, actually, isn't it? Good evening. Bill Taylor here on a Monday night, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Tara, I have to say, that is a pretty good idea. Monday blessings to you and yours, and thank you all for tuning in on a Monday night. Going to talk about this spring pattern. Do have a cold front in the forecast, and also the planetary parade. But I'll tell you, first off, I have to say that's not a bad idea, like a recess forecast for each day. There might be something to that. Be a cool graphic and be something at 10, well, they wouldn't be watching at 10, so maybe it's a 6 o'clock feature. To give that some thought. I really like that. Maybe like a different school and now we're thinking. You all have to sign an NDA now, Tara. That's a really good idea. All right, temperatures are a little below seasonal. I mean, this is where we should be. Highs were a little above average. Let's see. We've got 61 now, 54 Bernie, 60 Seguin, 55 Hondo. We hit 76 today, some 78s, an 84 at Del Rio, Eagle Pass, 82 Carrizo Springs. Nice afternoon. Oh, it was so good. Yesterday was pretty. I will let them know you liked it. Yes, please do. Please do. I liked it a lot. I think you've got a real good idea there, and I'm going to definitely think about some ways to do that, some creative ways to do that. So 76, where we should be hitting 69 for the high, nowhere near the record, a 1904, record high of 90. This morning's chilly 40 is 7 below average. So, yeah, above average and then some. As we go into tomorrow, we're actually going to get a little bit warmer still. Now, one thing is also on the way for tomorrow, and that's fog again. Looks like we will develop fog as early as about 3 or 4 in the morning. But as you can tell here, visibility at 8 a.m., that's not too bad. It actually has improved from what we had earlier. The forecast earlier had us down about half a mile. So either way, we're definitely going to stick with the weather impact alert for dense morning fog between, I would say, 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. That 6-hour stretch is when we could be impacted. And just allow extra time. I mean, visibility is low. It's going to slow things down on our major interstates and byways and highways. So please, just allow extra time. You know, you just don't want to leave early enough that you're not in a rush. If you're trying to hurry in weather like this, that's how accidents happen. Caught the coolest time lapse. You got to see this. Look at that. I'll stop the frame. That's it. Look how that fog was below. You can see those are the exhaust stacks from the CPS power plant. And that fog, this was right there at sunrise, so 7:19 a.m. right there. Isn't that cool? Just that little blanket right over the lake. That just came out so cool. I love this. Let's back it up and then I'll put it in full motion. Here we go. Watch this. Yes. You see that fog lift, burn off to a mostly sunny Monday. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Amherst and Emmy are here. Amherst and Emmy on a Monday night. Amherst and Emmy, they are out of sight. So glad you're watching, guys. Hey, Lise, isn't that cool? What's up, Kyler? Catula's here. Hey, Belinda. So, now that it's nightfall, I want you to be looking south. Little intergalactic planetary. Here we go. The planetary parade. Every night this week through Friday, you'll be able to see all of the planets with a telescope. You could even use binoculars. You'll be able to see Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, okay? But Saturn, Neptune, you'll have to get a telescope. Uranus, you'll have to get a telescope. But in the southern sky, if we're looking at the skyline, okay, we're looking due south here, from left to right. This is what will line up. Isn't that cool? And this won't happen again it'll be another 15 years before this occurs again. Most important thing is you got to get away from the light pollution. I meant to look at the lunar calendar and make sure that we're not going to be interrupted. Okay, here we go. Yeah, only 10%, perfect. Let's see. When is the full moon? It's March 14th. Next full moon's March 14th, the worm moon. Ew. Why is it the worm moon? Lenten, crow, crust, chaste, sugar, sap. So yeah, the moon will not hinder our experience here. Because if you have a full moon, and a clear night especially, oh gosh, that really hurts you. But yeah, you'll be able to see with the naked eye, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. This is always too, by the way. Use a telescope and you'll see the moons around Jupiter. You'll see the red spot, the storm. It's so cool. But if you have any, like I do, I actually have a couple of friends who are flat earthers. And this is, I have to giggle because I just don't get it. I mean, I'll hear their arguments, but there's just a couple of simple things they can't get over. Like, why is Earth the only flat planet in the entire solar system? We can look at all the other planets. We know they're around. You know, the only reason why they've got this argument is everything's a conspiracy, okay? They've also never been on a flight at sunrise or sunset. If you're on a flight and you're watching the sun come up, you can see the curvature of the Earth. You can see that we're not on a flat Earth. But this is another great moment for the argument, is with a telescope, looking at all the other planets in our solar system. So why would Earth be the only flat one out of all of them? Because we can look at all these and we know they're round, for sure. And there's much more evidence for it being round, you know, but I'm just saying, that's one of them. You have such an awesome... Oh, Elrod, what's up, Tammy? Good to see you here tonight again. Dumb pickup line. I was blinded by your beauty. I'm going to need your name and phone number for insurance purposes. It's funny. I did a story years ago. We were reminiscing because I've got Nate Ryan and I are doing a new podcast called Rain in Threes, and very soon, stay tuned. We're going to drop our first episode with the one, the only Joe Reinagel. He's our first guest. It's really fun. We had a great sit down and a great time with him. And we were reminiscing about the trip we made with the Spurs to New York City when the Spurs in '03 were playing the New Jersey Nets. I went on the trip too. And one of the stories we did, I forgot where I was going with that. Hold on, what made me think of it? Oh, darn it. Oh, the pickup line, that's what it is. There was a guy in New York City walking around with a sign, pickup lines, $1. And he was selling different pickup lines like that, $1 each. It was so funny. I know, right, Lise? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jacob, homemade stuffed crust? Wow, that's pretty good. Any more freezing weather? Maria, I can't say no for sure. It would be pretty exceptional if we had another good freeze, but we've had them as late as April. That's the record. What's going on, big man?
You have promised planets.
Intergalactic planetary.
I'm excited.
Perfect timing.
I want to see this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Ryan. I was just talking about our new pod.
Good afternoon, everybody.
There he is. Look at this guy.
Hello, folks.
He's a handsome devil, isn't
What's
he?
going on?
Look at him. Take a good look at this kid.
It's a scholarly look tonight for me.
Very scholarly, right?
Keep the spectacles on.
No, I like it.
Episode 1 dropping tomorrow.
So we're dropping
I
mañana.
believe tomorrow's the release date.
Beautiful. Yes, because I was just talking about our first episode and somebody threw up a pickup line, like a really funny pickup line. It reminded me of a piece I did in New York, and I was reminiscent about the New York trip because part of our discussion with our first guest, Joe Reinagel, is about our trip to New York City when we covered the Spurs. It was great.
It was a great time getting to talk with Joe, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what people
It was neat for me to be sitting in between 2/3 of Ken's 5 sports history. There have been 3 main sports anchors in the history of this station, 75 years of Ken's 5, and it was Dan Cook, Joe Reinagel, Nate Ryan. And the thing about Nate Ryan's wedge of this pie,
slice of
it's
pizza.
a very thin slice.
It's one of those. It's actually Chicago, one of the tavern style slices.
It's a tavern style slice.
Small
It's
triangle.
a very small triangle.
They're good teas. There's some good Dan Cook stories that we talked
Yes. Oh, epic. Yeah. No, some good stuff. Some good stuff. Thank you, Nate Ryan, for swinging by. And we'll have that up on our Ken's 5 Plus streaming channel. So make sure to download that on your television. You do it at Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV. You download that, and we have all kinds of awesome content, including our daily newscasts, all live there as well. Ken's 5 Plus, download it on your television today. And we're going to be adding to that. We're going to be doing, we've got some exciting guests coming up. I'm really pumped about this podcast because I love learning, and I love being able to sit down with some people that know, and there's a lot of people that know more than me. So I love putting someone in the chair and just, let's learn. Let's learn. Let's dive in and lean in to what you're an expert on. And we're gonna get the best of the best in San Antonio. Celebrities, all kinds of good stuff. Probably not Kyler. You know, that kind of cold again, that would be exceptional. I thought 3 good Arctic blasts within a La Nina winter was pretty exceptional. Never mind what happened. That was what happened this winter. 3 good blasts, one of which contains snow. Now a pretty stable pattern. I mean, we see a couple of these ripples in the upper levels. There's going to be a front coming through. There will be some rain chances, but minimal. With this first front on Wednesday night, only a 10 to 20% chance we see a little bit of rain. In fact, let me show you the rain forecast between now and next Monday, because it is not good. It is not good at all. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. I am Lynette. Thank you so much. Hey, Annie, what's going on? Good to see you. Blessings, Adriana. Good to see you. Gabriella, love you too. Rain forecast. That's what was waiting to load there. It might as well be that what you're looking at, okay? Completely blank. It's not going to be much more than that. I've been having trouble with this one. It's been taking a while to load. Tara was driving home from college one year and drove straight from Boston to San Antonio to stay ahead of a storm in mid-May. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really not going to help us out here, but it is the brightest of the green, which was like 1/10 of an inch in the next 7 days. And here's the problem. We are still in extreme drought. San Antonio, all of Bexar County, across most of this area, extreme drought continues. Well, I'm going to have to restart the computer. She is sluggish tonight. We're not even getting our city labels on here. And we updated this on Thursday. You can see it goes all the way up into Austin, even though Austin has had some decent rain this year. Look at this. Since the beginning of the year, San Antonio, 1 3/4, which is the exact same amount in deficit. So we should have double that. Del Rio, okay, not terribly behind, about 1/2 an inch behind where it should be. But look at Austin, 1 1/4 inches above average at over 5.5 inches since the beginning of the year in 6-7 weeks. That's not bad. It's like almost 1 inch a week. And then Corpus Christi, just running 1/2 inch below. That's not bad. We're really in a pretty good deficit already. We need rain. So tomorrow, you'll see this 14-day forecast begin with a weather impact alert for the fog. Because again, I want to make sure you're alert of weather that impacts your life. That's what this weather impact alert is about. We don't just do it for severe weather. We do it for weather, again, that impacts your life. Weather impact alert. So the dense fog, definitely going to impact the Tuesday commute. Allow extra time. Don't be in a rush tomorrow. There'll be a little bit of mist to go with it, maybe a little dew, but not anything, no rainfall. 1 foot of snow, wow. So yeah, like I said, I would, we've had freezes as late as April, but I really doubt seriously that we would see anything too significant. You know, Saturday, I wanted to bring that back to about a 10% chance. Right now, it doesn't look like it's a great chance for Saturday rain. But Sunday might see a couple of showers. So let's go 10% here. Oh. We're good to go. Bing, bang, boom. 30 on Sunday is the best on the 14-day forecast. We've got a 10% chance with this front Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it doesn't appear we'll see anything there. It looks very... Oh, thanks, Adriana. This was the new hospital when they opened. They sent some shirts our way. Yeah, it could be. Could be some pretty thick fog. It'll be short-lived, though. That's the good news. Won't be lasting too long. Guys, that's going to wrap it up. Pretty quiet weather pattern this week. Enjoy this warm weather. I will, too. I love it. God bless you. And we'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.